Thank you for watching BlaXit. Please subscribe to our channel BlaXit, smash that like button and share everywhere.
BlaXit family, BlaXit family, BlaXit family. Hello, greetings and welcome to the BlaXit office. We're actually here in the second reception area and we caught someone by surprise and while he's come into the office I said no, we have to capture an interview with him, very, very important. And so myself, I'm your host. If you're new to BlaXit, BlaXit is all about your repatriation, relocation back to the motherland, and that is Africa. Yeah, Africa is our motherland. It is the place of our origins, and it is the place that we are appealing for you to come back to. Africa is like a mansion with many, many rooms. Choose one, but come home. Let's always say it's time for us to leave the West for the best and come home. It's time for us to invest and to divest from over there and to invest over here. So it's our time. So if you're new to BlaXit, please do me a favour. Press that subscribe button, that bell right over there. Press it and press all so you can always get our programs. We've done over 360 really interesting videos I hope you'll find. And all about our journey. We repatriated from the UK and we now live in the west coast of Africa, the smiling coast of Gambia. I am joined by...
Adrian, you all know me. You know, I'm here. You know, we're happy to have our special guest here with us, you know. We actually met a few years ago online. We used to be debating, oh, it wasn't easy. You know, it wasn't easy.
No.
But one thing I would say, he's a man of his word. And when he said he got to do something, he will get it done. He's a man of action. It will be done. Other people just talk, but he will make it done. I will let him introduce himself officially, okay?
So, Dr. Perry Stanislas.
Okay, I'm Dr. Perry Stanislas, or Perry to my friends. I'm a former, I ended my contract recently, Associate Professor of Policing and Security at Radam Academy, Security Academy in Abu Dhabi. I will soon be professor in, where's the place now? I can't remember. Christchurch University in Kent, in policing. So I've been involved in police and security for 35 years. I grew up in the Pan-Africanist movement. I was a security and intelligence officer for a very important organization. And my connection to Adrian was that he was connected to the same organization. So we're part of the same political family. Yeah, so he knows the people I knew. So yeah, we've been in contact and I've been a supporter of Adrian and Juliet for a very long time because, well, we come from a different generation of struggle. Struggle isn't talk, it's about doing. Yeah, and I admired them, the charities they did, the fundraising, for years, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've always tried to support them, even though we wasn't in the same generation, PACM, but it's the way you behave like you're one of us. So I've always supported them. I came to Gambia for 3 months, and one of the key factors was I had work to do, but the fact that BlaXit was here just made it I had to come and spend time with them and see what they're doing, and I'm extremely impressed, and I could talk for days. But I'm not going to because it's pretty dark, but I'm very, very impressed by the leadership. I've been in this game a very long time and I don't impress easy, but I'm impressed. Even this office, when you walk into this office, it's very professional, how it's laid out. The BlaXit is serious about business, it's serious about its image, its reputation, and it's making significant progress. So I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. I mean, one of the reasons, I call him Dr. Perry, and the reason why I do is because I think when you've worked hard enough for a qualification, regardless of wherever it comes from, you ought to. In saying that, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is when people come to Africa. I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people come and they let their guard down. I'm just going to put it into context. When I lived in England, okay, now England is supposed to be a rich country, okay? One where so many people are wealthy and it's one of the richest countries in the world, Yet I took my security very, very seriously when I lived in England. Whether it was my home, or whether it was my personal security, or whether it was my car, or whether it was my personal belongings, I was so security conscious. It even became a paranoia for me. I got robbed so many times, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even I remember once my car went in for an MOT, right? And so I had to take the bus, and I was at Wolverhampton, right? And I'd done a load of shopping and I had my bag across me, and someone took a knife, and you know what hurt me? I had one of my favourite leather jackets on, and someone took a knife and slashed it and ran with my bag, with my money in, and it had my holiday money in. So they must have been following me while I was shopping, and I had all my shopping bags. So they knew that I was struggling to get on a bus. So they knew as soon as the bus come and my back was turned, that's when, you know, they did it. And so it was hard for me to actually go and run, drop the bags and retrieve my bag. And the back of my jacket, how I knew they used a sharp knife is because there was a hole and a long strip all along my jacket. I was so upset. But anyway, that was just one of the times I was pickpocketed. So I remember even at the fun fair, I got pickpocketed even at the fun fair. My phone, and not just me, even my children. I remember my daughter was on a bus and she used the phone to tell me that she's just walking back from the bus stop. She's on the bus. They grabbed the phone out of her hand and ran with it, you know. I remember her being attacked on the way home. You know, so many attacks happened. I remember being violently attacked as well by a bunch of racist, you know, white boys in Romford. You know, I remember us being accosted by the police. We had so many things happen to us in the UK, which is supposed to be a first world country. My car got broken into so many times. I didn't even bother to fix the glass in the end. I just bought a cardboard box over it. It just got to the stage that I got fed up. I even got burgled while I was in my house. The man broke into my house using, you know, a fire extinguisher, the red one, and he broke into my door. And then he found me standing there. And every time I was a victim of a crime, all I got was a letter telling me to go to victim support.
Because there's so much crime, the police can't manage it, they can't respond to it, so they just develop that process. I've only been broken into once, but I caught him. It was a white guy.
He was a white guy when he did it to me?
In my house, it was a white guy. But I caught him.
Even my first house that I had, you know, it was some Romanians. And I mean, when I say they robbed me, they even robbed the radiators, they robbed the brass for the boilers, they robbed my taps, everything. I'm staying at my mum's, so I wasn't even in the house. I mean, and they flooded my whole house.
That is the point that you're making, Julia, and the point that, how can I say, if you're a security professional, you know that crime is international. It's not black, it's not white, it's an opportunity.
It is.
We know there's a lot of research on policing and crime and tourism. Where you have new communities traveling, you have certain types of crime. You have it all around the world. You have it in Florida, you have special police forces, special task force to protect newcomers. So it's obvious that you know, when we travel, lots of people switch off. And the more peaceful the country is, the less crime it is, the more likely they are to switch off. You know?
That happened to me in Spain. I got completely robbed. I thought, oh, it's so lovely. It was in Tenerife. I thought, oh, it's so lovely. And I went back upstairs. I only went to reception, went upstairs. By the time I went upstairs, all my duty free was gone.
Exactly.
So maybe I'm a bit lax actually, but you know, I thought that it would have been safe because I put it inside a suitcase and everything. I only went downstairs to get the code for the safe, so I could put my stuff in the safe. By the time I even got upstairs to get the code for the safe, my stuff was gone.
It's gone.
And that was on a weekend to Tenerife.
The conversation we was having, I spoke with Juliet, was it 2 weeks ago?
Is
that we need to develop an awareness amongst people coming to the country, and it's a view that Juliet felt very strongly. But from a professional point of view, we come from countries which are crime-ridden.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, particular types of crimes.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a high level of awareness, but of course, when people come to a peaceful place, the natural instinct is to switch off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah, and that creates a whole heap of very soft opportunities for people to grab cameras, for people to steal stuff, and Gambia is no different. So one of the points that we stress, and I think you said something BlaXit's going to look at, is the need to raise people's awareness.
Yes.
Because we know this. You went to New York. You put on your guard, my friend.
Yes.
I'm born and bred in East London in the 60s, so I'm born vigilant. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I've got 8 pairs of eyes. I can smell stuff. I can smell things out there. Okay? But because of my profession, I carry that with me everywhere I go. But you see people all around the world. We have this in the Caribbean.
Yes.
We have this in Latin America.
Yes.
We have it in Cancun. We have it in Florida. So one of the things that we have to do is develop a mature understanding. You know, and it upsets me when I see adults do these things. If it's a child, but someone who's 50, 60 years old, they come from Jamaica, they know what crime is. Yeah, they come from Brooklyn, they know what crime is, and then come back to do something stupid. So we need to be aware of our surroundings. And also, there are little things. One of the things that I wish the Gambian government would look at is currency. I remember the first time I come here and I cashed about £400. £400 is a lot of money in Gambian currency.
Yes.
Huh? You're carrying paper like this.
I know, right?
So what happens, you open your bag to take some money, and everyone's looking at you like this because you've got a sack full of money. So that's a problem because it's not a electronic money society. It's a very traditional cash society.
Oh, I love that though.
Yeah, which is good. But the problem is it creates opportunity for crime if you open your wallet and you've got about 12 inches of $200. That isn't it. So these are the kind of things that can happen every day. The classic ones is at large-scale events, whether it's carnivals, any large-scale events. What do you get? Pickpockets.
Yes.
All around the world.
Yes.
It's not a Gambian thing. It happens everywhere. Any policeman will tell you, any security, again. So simple things when we go to large-scale events, concerts, don't bring out your valuables. Don't bring out your
money.
Your money. Not everybody needs a mobile phone. 4 or 5 of you have a phone. 2 of you bring your phone. What do you need a phone for? Call the police, call a cab. So simple things that you can do to reduce.
So you could bring like a simple phone.
Exactly.
No one's going to want to steal that.
Listen, let me tell you a joke. Let me tell you a joke, right? My girlfriend had all the best phones. Me, old phone in Kenya. She said to me, "Let me tell you something. If you ever mugged and them guys see that old phone, they'll beat you for insulting them to bring this in their car."
One nation, one Africa. Thank you, BlaXit family. Please keep watching, please subscribing, and remember, follow your dreams.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. today.